Yes, good morning, my dear students. Students, today in our science class, we have discussed of chapter number 11, that is multiplication in plants. Students, we have completed chapter number 10 with full exercise. Now, the next chapter, multiplication in plants, begins. Students, the meaning of the chapter name multiplication. Multiplication is that from one part to many parts it can be multiplied. In living creatures, every living creature has a capability to reproduce their young ones and produce their young ones in many numbers. In that we have in this chapter plant, we have studied about the plants, how plants reproduce, how plants can be multiplied. Okay students, in this chapters we will learn about that multiplication in plants. Second is asexual reproduction in plants. Third is sexual reproduction in plants, pollination, germination of pollens and fertilization, dispersal of seeds and fruits. Okay students, as we know that all living organisms has a distinct instinct of live their own lives, also produced and give the birth of their own kinds. They have been multiplication process. It can be creation by living organism, by the existing living organism. This process is known as reproduction. स्टूडेंट बात करते हैं रिप्रोडक्शन. व्हाट इज रिप्रोडक्शन? मीन्स जितने भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म हैं वो अपने जैसे नए ऑर्गेनिज्म को बनाने की जो प्रोसेस है दैट इज रिप्रोडक्शन. इट इज अ मल्टीप्लिकेशन. इट हैज द एबिलिटी इन बोथ प्लांट एंड एनिमल्स. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ स्टूडेंट्स द टॉपिक it started multiplication in plants. Plant multiply or reproduce by different methods. इनके बहुत सारे अलग अलग methods हैं. These methods are grouped into two ways. That first is asexual reproduction and second is sexual reproduction. Student, we talk about the asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is that in which only single parents are required, and in sexual reproduction there was male and female, both parents are required. बात कर लेंगे to understand between the asexual and sexual reproduction. उसके बारे में first of all we going about talk about the flower. What is flower? Flower is a reproductive parts in plants. Flower reproductive part है plant में. Okay students, now first of all we going to the diagram of a flower. It is a flower. In the flower there was a green part. This is called sepals. And the colorful part, it is known as petals, and that is a pedicel, and there was a ovary present, style, stigma, and the filament, anther. Okay students, now we talk about the parts of a flower. Root, stems and leaves are the vegetative parts in a plant. किसी भी प्लांट में ये तो वेजिटेटिव पार्ट्स हैं, बट फ्लावर इज अ रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट्स. अब फ्लावर्स के अंदर मेल गैमेट एंड फीमेल गैमेट्स मीन्स in flower there was a male part and also a female part. मेल पार्ट की बात करेंगे तो हमारे पास क्या आएगा? स्टेमेन. स्टेमेन इज अ मेल पार्ट इन फ्लावर. फीमेल पार्ट की बात करेंगे तो देन stigma, style, ovary. This pistil is a female reproductive part in a flower. Okay, students. Now, in flower, there was a female reproductive parts produced male gametes and female reproductive parts produced female gamete. When male and female gametes are fused together, they formed a zygote. जब मेल गैमेट और फीमेल गैमेट आपस में मिलेंगे तो वो क्या बना देगा? zygote. Okay, students, zygote बना देगा. Now, the types of flowers in flowering plants. Types of flowering plants. In flowering plants, जिसमें flowers आते हैं, उसमें types of flowers हमारे हैं bisexual and unisexual. Before that, we have understand about that flower is a reproductive parts of plant. It has the 4 main parts. 4 main parts होंगे. 4 कौन कौन से होंगे? First is sepals, greenish part. Colorful part is petals, and that is the male reproductive parts, that is stamen, and female reproductive part, that is pistil, style, and ovary. These 4 parts are compulsory in a flower. First of all, we going to a first type, complete and bisexual flower. Flower having the all 4 parts, इसमें चारों होंगे, sepals, petals, stamen and pistil. Means male and female part इसके अंदर होंगे present. That is known as complete and bisexual flower. जिसके अंदर male parts भी होगा and female parts भी होगा. They are known as hermaphrodite flowers. For examples की बात करेंगे तो hibiscus, China rose, mustard, these are the examples of bisexual. In the case of second, that is unisexual, in that uni means single. Uni means single. Single means having only male parts or a female part. एक ही पार्ट होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल बात कर लेंगे पपाया, कॉर्न, gourd, cucurbits. These are the unisexual flower, that is incomplete. And third one is neutral flower. Neutral flower having do not their male or reproductive parts. They are only flower. They are the decorative purposes. For example, sunflower. Okay, students. Now, students, tomorrow we will discuss about the asexual reproduction in plants. Students, read these points very carefully and understand well. Okay, students, have a nice day.